Keenan don't have no, not Keenan, Lord forgive me. I be so ready to go in. I know Leo don't have no attitude. I know Leo is not walking around like somebody stole his puppy. I know Leo is not having a self-proclaimed pity party. What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. I am Tammy. This is Tammy Talks. We are here to talk Love Island USA Season 5, Episode 27. We've been here a long time, y'all. We have been here together every day for the past, 3.5 weeks at this point. We family now, y'all. We have to be. At this point, we have to be. If we were on the show, we would be closed off right now, okay? Speaking of being closed off, if you are a new subscriber, if you are a new viewer or a returning viewer that is not yet subscribed, y'all hit the subscribe button. I see y'all typing in Tammy Talks Love Island every single day because I'm checking my analytics, okay? A good portion of y'all that are coming back every day to watch the show, y'all have not yet subscribed. So, hit that subscribe button sometime throughout this video. At some point, if I make you smile, if I make you laugh, if I make you go, I know that's right, hit that subscribe button, y'all, okay? We're trying to get to 15,000. I'm very, very close to being there. Very close to being there. We can get there tonight with this video. So if y'all, if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button. Like the video. Liking the video helps small creators like myself get pushed. Just throw me into the algorithm. Throw me. And then as always, hop in the comment section to air your grievances. Somebody was mad that I said Carmen's makeup looked bad. It does. Okay? It does. It does. Is my makeup translating on your 4K TV? You see how that works? Carmen's is not. It's not shade, it's a fact. Y'all acting like y'all know her ass. Anywho, let's go ahead and get into the recap, y'all. So, starts off with Keenan and KK, just the skinning and grinning. I said, look at this. The disgust on my face, y'all. I was disgusted. I was disgusted. And the reason is not because, as I've said, I don't think Keenan is just this horrible person. He's a 22, 23-year-old kid, right? I think it's more along the fact that KK just, I'm not going to do it. I physically don't have the capacity to do it tonight. Y'all know how y'all feel about this. Y'all know how y'all feel about this. You hate to see it, but okay. So KK said that the heart wants what it wants. I said, ain't that a Selena Gomez song? Okay, y'all know how we feel about her, so okay. Keenan is saying how much he really missed her. Did you? Okay. So over to the side, though, we have Carmen, Imani, and Hannah. Hannah said, I'm done. Big done energy. I said, I know that's right. I know that's right. Is Hannah Afro-Latina? Because she be having all the, but Hannah said she's done. She's done. And I felt her. Hannah felt that it was a slap in the face, which is, the unfortunate part about this is that Hannah thinks that KK didn't defend her when Keenan was getting, real swollen in the chest. But KK did. But see, KK corrected him quietly and privately instead of being like, no, don't talk to her like that. Hannah, it's cool, babe. I got it. Keenan, don't be like that. I feel like that's kind of what KK should have done. But KK did defend you and did have your back in that moment. But Hannah didn't hear it. So she felt disrespected and said that she's going to continue to distance herself, as she should. As she should. Carmen said that, we're just going to give her advice, and then whether she takes it or not. Hannah said, no, I'm good. I ain't giving nothing. I'm going to stay away from it. At the end of the day, like Carmen said, KK is a grown-ass woman. She is. Imani said he's giving narcissistic vibes. Imani is peeping something. Don't she study psychology? Was that her? But she said that she's catching narcissistic vibes. She's catching a vibe from him. She's catching an energy shift from him. And I mean, I feel like everybody is catching it, right? We on the camera can see the difference in Keenan. You know what I mean? I mean, us as the audience, but we can see the difference in Keenan. I feel like somebody pointed out how disrespectful Keenan gets when he gets upset, when he feels cornered. That's going to be a problem later on in life for him. Not even just regarding relationships and his girlfriend, wife, whatever, but you can't go through life and every time somebody calls you out on something, you get disrespectful, you shut down, and you get mad. That's not how you handle stuff. We got to work on our conflict resolution, okay? They don't teach y'all that at the Morehouse? They don't teach y'all that at the Morehouse? Okay. So we have Jonah and Johnny. I promise I forget Jonah's there. And Lord knows poor White Taylor don't get no airtime. None. If White Taylor ain't in a group with somebody, we don't hear nothing from her. I don't even know what her voice sound like, to be real. So Johnny feels the way that Leo isn't sure of her. Jonah is telling Johnny that what Leo did is childish. I said, wow, it's something when even the guys are throwing you under the bus, Leo. Maybe that's why Leo feels so sad, because he doesn't have anybody telling him, it's not that big of a deal, Leo. You did what you had to do. He doesn't have that. Usually people have at least one other person, one that like has their back and it's like, you know what? I understand where you were going with this. I did the same thing. It's hard being in your shoes. Leo doesn't have that. So Johnny feels the way that Leo has told her that deep down the door is open for Cassie. It's a slap in the face. Meanwhile, we got Mattia telling Zay that Cassie was like, go explore. That's not how that happened. That's not how that happened. You approached her in a very disrespectful, like, low-key rude way. I don't want to say rude, but you came at her a way that I kind of felt like I thought was out of line and out of place. It had literally been like 18 hours, and you're expecting her to just be like, F it. Who cares about the guy that I done spent the past 3 weeks with? The guy that I just told you that up until yesterday, I was still torn between the two of y'all. But see, I told y'all that 29-year-old had no business with the 22-year-old. Because now he wants to say, I'm too grown for this, and I'm mature, and I'm 29. Okay. You were 29 when she told you she was 22 as well. You were 29 when she told you that she was torn between two people. One of them being a 21-year-old. You were 29 when she told you that I'm 50% between the two of y'all. I don't know what to do. You were 29 then. You didn't just wake up and you're all of a sudden 29 and grown and mature now, Mattia. If you want to go explore Johnny, go explore Johnny. Like, who else is left? I just don't like the way Mattia is going about this. And I understand, because there was a couple comments that were like, oh, well, she said she would be all in with him. Yeah. But she also told him that she was still torn. Before she said that she would be 100% with him, she said that she was torn between the two of them. I personally feel that the Casa people this set don't understand how this works. That's just how I feel. You know that these people had other connections. So the fact that you feel that they were just going to forget about that connection altogether, I don't think it works like that. I don't think it works like that. So Cassie now wants to give herself to Mattia fully because Leo was cuddling Johnny. Was he cuddling Johnny, or were you being a creeper that night in bed? Cassie was over there just, I think he's cuddling her. Cassie, don't do that. Girl, turn over and go to bed. Cassie's gonna stress herself out. And I like Cassie now, okay? Told y'all Cassie done moved up to my top 3. I like Cassie now, but it's like, you stressing yourself out at this point. Why were you watching him in bed like that anyways? So Imani tells her, look, if I were you, I would close the door on Leo and focus on Mattia. I like how Armani gives advice. If it was me, girl, this is what I would do. And then she kind of leaves it at that. She doesn't like try to get you to delve into it. She doesn't try to get you to change your mind. She just tells you, this is what I would do. That's just me. So we then have Keenan and Johnny. So she's venting to him about Leo and how Leo has said that the door is still open with Cassie. I just want to, okay, Johnny, he did say that, but he also said very deep, deep down. It's not like he told you, yes, I'm open to Cassie still. That's not how he said it. I get this how you took it, Johnny, but it's not how he said it. So she said that she's been very understanding, but she about to have to put her foot down. I said, girl. Keenan said that this is a pattern with Leo. Said that Leo needs to grow up. Stop telling the girls bullshit. Said it's not fair at all. Keenan, why don't you take your own advice? This is a pattern with you too. Where KK sets a boundary, KK tells you how she feels, KK is crying, snotting off her Mac. Could be an NW43, could be an NW44. Snotting off her Mac, feeling hurt, telling you soul ties is crazy. That's a pattern for you as well. The audacity of Keenan. I could not believe Keenan. I just feel like Keenan is like, yeah, maybe if I pile on Leo with everybody else, then, it'll take the smoke off for me. Shut up. I couldn't even take Keenan serious. It's a pattern for him. What is your pattern, Keenan? What is your pattern? So then Johnny starts crying. And okay. On one hand, I want to feel bad for Johnny. I feel bad for Johnny in the sense of no woman deserves to be played and picked up like a toy and thrown back down, right? In that sense, I feel bad for Johnny because Leo did play you. Leo is currently playing you. But at the other end, he told you his connection with Cassie. He told you how serious it felt. He told you all of these things, and you still dropped down and got your eagle on. And I don't understand why. On the second day of you meeting this man. And it's not to shame her. Somebody said that we're slut shaming her. That's not slut shaming. That's not slut shaming. But I kind of feel like this is a situation, Johnny, that you put yourself in. You put yourself in this situation. You weren't coerced into this. You weren't manipulated into this. You wanted to do it. That was consensual. You were proud of yourself the next day. You couldn't wait to tell White Taylor, we fucked. That's how you were. I saw it. I saw it. So on one hand, it's hard to feel bad for you, Johnny. But on the other hand, it's like, damn, he really, busted a nut and then moved on. I'ma just have to be neutral on Johnny. Because I don't know how to feel about her or this situation. So Keenan reaches out his little ashy fingers and was rubbing her. I said, get your scary finger hand. Why are you wiping her tears? Don't use your knuckle to wipe my tear. What happened to the pat of the thumb? Pat of the thumb. I was like, Keenan. I didn't like it at all. It was innocent from what we saw. They did try to make it seem like it was going to be more than it was in the trailer. But it was very innocent. Keenan was like, what a kid. I said, the nerve. I'm not even going to use my good words for you. Just what the nerve? The nerve of Keenan. Lord. So then we get Cassie and KK. She regrets talking to Leo to have that chat. No, you needed to have that talk. And pulling away from Mattia. She feels that Leo was lying, and now she's going to go close the door. Close it. Lock it. Throw away the key. That's all you can do. I feel like I don't want to keep hearing about this the next couple episodes either, though. Either you are going to close this off with Leo completely and move on, or you're going to stay open. But I don't want you dragging this. But on some real, considering there's a vote tonight, I think all y'all annoying asses are gonna be in the bottom because we sick of all four of y'all. Sick of all four of y'all at this point, and that's you, KK, Keenan, Cassie, and Leo. Sick of all four of y'all. Y'all all can really go. What was that noise? My neighbors be loud. Okay. So then we have so then I wrote down get some inspiration and some motivation from this, KK. I feel like Cassie is coming to you subconsciously so you can be like, girl, me too. And you're not doing it. You're not doing it. So we get Kenzo and Keenan. Kenzo wants to tell Carmen that how much he's falling for her and that he wants her to be his girlfriend. Okay, aesthetically they are beautiful together. Aesthetically they are. Aesthetically. That's it. So then we get new old Hannah is telling the girls that she feels that Mike is pulling away now that Destiny is back. She now thinks that his connection with Destiny is deeper than he really made it out to be. So Destiny is telling KK that she's torn between Mike and Zay. And it's like, Destiny, are you? Are you? So she wants to make sure that she doesn't hurt anybody. She knows how it felt when somebody turned their head on her and how she made her feel as if they didn't care about her and stuff like that. She doesn't want to do that to Zay. So she said ultimately if Zay is not okay with hearing from her, or if Zay is not okay with her talking to Mike, then she's just not going to do it. And it's like, I don't think Zay cares either way because Zay said that he's done with forcing anything with you anyways. So I don't know, girl. So then we get Carmen and Leo. Carmen comes over, pulls Leo for a little talk. How you doing, Leo? I feel better. I can't be sad forever. I said, no, you can't. You cannot be sad forever. You can, but you shouldn't, right? So Carmen tells him, why are you sad? I was like low-key with Carmen. Why are you sad? Carmen said you have made this entire thing about you. You have spun this around about you. You're walking around and moping as if somebody did something to you when you hurt people more than the hurt that you feel. Because a lot of Leo's feelings are embarrassment and anger that he got caught. Embarrassment and anger that he got caught. I don't think that Leo feels sad for hurting Johnny or Cassie. I don't. So Carmen then points out, I heard you were cuddling Johnny last night. Leo said, no, I didn't. I didn't cuddle her. Okay. Cassie said you did. She would know she was staring at y'all. Carmen said that he needs to make a decision. Pick one and let the other one go at this point. And I 1,000% agree. Either you are going to be all in with Cassie or you are going to be all in with Johnny. But don't keep stringing these girls along trying to figure out who is the better connection. That's not fair. That's not right. You are causing a bigger mess than any of this needs to be. So Leo then said, well, you know what? I felt sick to my stomach from the moment it happened until the day you guys came back in the villa. I said, what part, Leo? Because I saw you eat breakfast. I saw you smiling, saying that you were up all night just talking. Talking. Did your stomach hurt then? Interesting. Leo then said that it's frustrating that he can't go back in time. Okay. He said that he's tired at this point. I'm tired. He's sick and tired. He is the epitome of Tamala man. Truth is, I'm tired. Options are few. I mean, and that's just like, Leo, nobody has sympathy for you though. So I don't know, like no one gives a fuck how tired you are. Nobody gives a fuck how frustrated you are. I don't care if your little 5 braided big ass forehead self is feeling away. You brought it on yourself, right? So Carmen checked him. I didn't even take notes on there because I was sitting there clapping with her. Carmen ran through him, tells him that she feels bad for whatever girl he ends up with. I said, ain't that a thing to hear? I don't ever want somebody to say, Tammy, I feel bad for whatever guy you end up with because this, that, and the other. I would feel really awful about myself. Leo's in the confessional talking about I don't need to hear this shit for somebody I don't give a fuck about. Whoa. Whoa. Not too much now. Not too much. Because I don't think she gives a fuck about you either, Leo. He's talking about let's move past it at this point. I know it's messed up. Let's just move past it. No. We are going to deal with the situation. We're going to handle it. But see, this is where Leo's immaturity comes in. Because he likes to keep saying out in the real world, it wouldn't be a big deal. If you're dating two different girls out in the real world and you sleep with one of them and the other one found out, I think it would be a big enough deal. It might be, depending on the women. But you can't base this on what would happen out in the real world. You know why? Because we in the villa. We're not out in the real world. We're not back in Kentucky. We're not here in Wisconsin. That's the accent y'all think I have, Wisconsin. We're not back there. It's so funny when people say Midwesterners have an accent. I promise you we don't sound like, not all of us. Not all of us sound like that up here. So, Cat Carmen then said this was a fun, loving environment. Girl, what part? It's always somebody fucking crying. It's always somebody mad or something. But she said that this was a fun, loving environment and you have made it toxic. And he's sitting there with a little attitude. I just feel like, again, this is just Leo's immaturity. And I'm sure Leo has never found himself in a situation like this. I'm certain he hasn't because it's clear he doesn't know how to deal with it. But I feel like everything that Carmen told him was the truth. Everything she told him was the truth. She wasn't yelling at him. She didn't call him any names that weren't warranted. She told him about himself. Because at the end of the day, you do need to pick. Either you're going to go all in with Johnny, or you need to let Johnny know that you want to be open and you're going to try to, fix your connection with Cassie. But you can't juggle the two and then want to walk around as if everybody is doing something to you and dragging it. So we see Carmen and Kenzo, they go on a date. Like I said, I think they look great together, right? They are both attractive people. They look good together. But something about Kenzo comes off very performative to me. It just does. The way that he's always running over to hug her. The way that it's always, oh my God, I missed you, I missed you, I missed you, I missed you. The way that he picks her up, like the way he picked her up, you're mine now. Yeah. What are you doing? It seems performative to me. So they go on a little canoe ride, and then they have a picnic, and then they spend a good amount of time talking about KK, Keenan, Leo, and Cassie. Why? Y'all are on a date. Who cares about them losers back at the villa? So we find out that they live 10 minutes away from each other. But we've never seen each other at Barnes & Noble or the grocery store. Well, I don't go out to the bars and clubs. Y'all both take y'all ass to the gym, though. Y'all both take y'all ass to the gym. You ain't see her over there on the treadmill. You ain't seen him deadlifting. Y'all know each other. Y'all know each other. Y'all follow the same gym. And it's not like they both are following Anytime Fitness, okay? They're not both following the YMCA. They are both following a local gym in their community. But hey, I stopped listening, gonna be real with you. But by the time I looked back up, they were hugging. So I think that they are boyfriend and girlfriend now. They get back to the villa, and lo and behold, they are. Okay? So we then get Leo and Johnny. So Johnny feels like she got shit on. She doesn't like the fact that he told her that the door is still open with Cassie. Why didn't you say something then? Why are you dragging this out, Johnny? I feel like Johnny, here's the thing. Real quick, bust it down real quick. Johnny, if you honestly and truly are not comfortable with the fact that this man has another connection in this villa, then you need to close it off with him and call it a day. Send yourself home. But like Love Island. It's like almost everybody has at least one other connection that's there. I don't understand this. Leo said he's trying to figure out what he is truly feeling. Why don't you know at this point? Johnny wants his all for the next couple of days. He can't give you that, sis. He's gonna tell you he can, but he can't. Meanwhile, Cassie is over there crying on KK again. Talking about some she didn't know she still had these feelings for him. KK tells her she deserves better. Hey, Pot Me Kettle. Nice to meet you, sis. Hannah gets a text about movie night. I looked at the clock and I said, it's only about 15 minutes left. In that moment, I knew that they were going to split movie night into 2 episodes. Because there was no way, because let's be real. I feel like, and again, I tell y'all, and y'all remind me, this is my first season watching. But I feel like production is going to make sure that the people that need to know things know them, right? And I don't think that's production being shady or anything like that. I think that's production being responsible. Anybody that needs to know something is going to find it out. They didn't just put all these different topics on the screen so that y'all can only find out about 2 of them. So Keenan is worried. He just looking in the back just like, oh man, movie night. Oh man, movie night. Movie night. Yeah, movie night, nigga. Movie night. Yeah. Let's get to the bottom of the touching and the tugging and pulling and rubbing down. So he said he's trying to remember everything he did because what he doesn't think is disrespectful, KK might. You know damn well KK will. KK thinks you being up in soul ties is disrespectful. So I can imagine the stuff that you don't think is disrespectful that she does. KK said, I know all I need to know. Do you? We gonna find out, ain't we? So Leo was hoping to get the heat off of him. You did a terrible job with that. The ladies are all getting dressed. Keenan comes up to show her his white t-shirt and tan jacket that we've seen him wear and asks her, is this look okay? We've seen you wear that already. And you ain't got on nothing special. Pulls KK outside and said that, with some of the stuff you're going to see, I had a strong connection with her at the time. I said, why you politicking? Why you politicking right now? Talk about he don't want her to be blindsided. What would I be blindsided about? I thought we talked about everything. You said you didn't do anything. I did not have relations with that woman. Ain't that what you said? Ain't that what you said? Okay. Now he's talking about, did he say he wanted to close things off? Or he's talking about it? KK said, I think you doing this because you scared of what's going to be shown. And then Keenan just looks at her yeah. You scared of what's gonna be shown. It's almost like Keenan thinks KK is stupid. And I think that's the most disrespectful part to me. You think I'm that, well, you know what, KK, you are that damn stupid. So you know what, don't even matter. Yeah, you are stupid enough for him to be able to come up here and sweet talk you real quick and love bomb you. And then by the time, you're all deep in love. And, oh my God, I love Keenan. Then by the time y'all get downstairs, you're going to be the first one wanting to throw yourself in the damn pool because he looked at another heifer. So whatever. So let's get to movie night, guys. All right, we got to see 3 movies. So the first one is Destiny falling asleep in the hideaway versus Bergie getting some action with Black Taylor. Okay, it was a cute little whatever. We can laugh at Destiny. We can cheer for Bergie. Sure. The second video is Mike getting a hand job. Okay, Destiny looks pissed. She feels you left that out. For whatever reason, somebody put a battery in Mike's bag. I don't know who I don't know who got your juices flowing. And he's like, so what's the big deal? What you mad about? Well, why didn't you tell me? Because did you want to hear what I did with another bitch? He didn't say bitch. I was too into the role play. Mike is saying, did you want to hear what I said about what I did with another woman? Or do you want to hear about how I missed you and how much I like you and what our connection is? Because I told her that. So Destiny turns to new old Hannah, who is embarrassed and is like, why didn't you tell me? She was like, look, new old Hannah said, look, it's really on some. I mean, we didn't have an opportunity to talk. If you would have pulled me and asked me about Mike, I would have told you. New old Hannah, you a new old lie. You know you wasn't gonna tell her that. That's not something that I would say. Y'all know when y'all was in Casa, I was just giving out handsies, you know. I didn't get anything out of it, but it was fun, right? What? So then Destiny goes back to Mike. I asked you what was it like in Casa. You said you had fun. You said it was cool. Looked like you had fun right there. I don't understand Mike's attitude. I don't get Destiny feeling away either because y'all weren't even coupled up. But I don't understand Mike's attitude. Dreads. No, sir. No, sir. People who have this in front of their dreads don't get to have no attitude like that. Not one man in there has some clippers that can, put on a 2 guard or a 3 guard, whatever guard y'all men use, and get that down for you. Leo looks like he's been getting lined up, or do you want to look nappy like that? Whatever. So Leo puts on his Captain Save-A-Hole cape and is out there, I'm gonna avenge Mike. And it's like, you the last person. So then Leo was like, well, and it's like, what are you doing? What are you doing? Destiny checked his ass so fast. Leo, no one's listening to you. You're the last person that should be saying anything. Sit your simple ass down. I would have ran through Leo so bad out there. How dare you jump into their conversation right now because you in some bullshit. So Leo jumps into their situation to be like, it's not that big of a deal. Sometimes people, no, shut up. Destiny said, no one's listening to you, Leo. So then he gets quiet. Yeah, what are you doing? What are you doing? Leo, you are making yourself miserable, babe. You should have really sat there and ate your food. Nobody asked you to jump into that. Nobody. So finally we get Leo telling Johnny that she is the it girl, that he's never met a girl that has all her qualities. She's the whole package. He initiates the kiss. Cassie said, wow. He said that she did it. Okay, cool. So then we see we see Leo asking Johnny to sleep in her bed, and then we see them having sex. So Destiny was like, Johnny, you okay? Because now the girls are rallying behind Johnny as well. Because now it's seeming like it. I think initially, the girls all thought that this was really all on Johnny. And not so much, I think they thought it was maybe 50-50, but it seemed like it was a lot on Leo being just fugazi, right? So Cassie is like, so wait. He asked you to sleep in the bed. Johnny was like, yes. Cassie said, you told me that she asked you. Leo was like, no, I didn't. Cassie said, yes, you did. You told me that. I don't remember. If y'all remember, put it in the comments. So Cassie is like, okay, well, Johnny, did he tell you that he regrets sleeping with you? And everybody was like, because wow, I wasn't mad at Cassie though. So Johnny looks completely destroyed. Leo was saying, I didn't say that. I said I regret how fast it happened. That's saying you regretted it, fool. So now Johnny feels away. Leo's getting caught in all his lies. So then Leo then ultimately tells Johnny, I can't give you 100% because I still have feelings for Cassie, and I told you that. So now they're like, so what are you going to do? Johnny said, because you don't get to just say that, you know what, you want one of us and it's going to happen. So Leo's getting flustered. I told you what it was. Mike and Cy Leo, they want a yes or a no. It's deeper than that, bro. Is it? Is it? Or are you making it deeper than that? Sounds like Leo's gonna get dumped. Sounds like Leo's gonna get dumped. I don't know what's gonna happen, y'all. I feel like, we be trying to root for these girls, then they disappoint you. I do honestly think though that Johnny should step away from Leo, because as long as Cassie is there and he does still have those deep rooted feelings for Cassie, that's not going to change. You are never going to be above Cassie. You're like, that's just never gonna happen. So Thursday is another movie night. Looks like Hannah and Carmen are gonna get called out because they are the mean girls. The boner collection is clearly Keenan. I'm sure we're gonna see some other stuff that's gonna happen. Yeah, there's a vote tonight, y'all. Y'all know I don't vote. Not even gonna lie, I don't have the app on my phone. But if I were to vote for guy, my favorite guy, honestly, y'all, I would vote for Marco. I would vote for Marco. Yeah, I would have to vote for Marco. My favorite girl. Hope I don't sound ridiculous. No, my favorite girl would have to be Hannah. And I think it's mainly because Marco really has been checking in the guys. I'll give him that. He really has been checking in the guys. I don't like how gossipy he is. I really don't like that. I feel like he doesn't have the bro code. I don't like how gossipy he is, but I will vote Marco and Hannah. Look how the tables have turned. Lord have mercy. There's another movie night on Thursday, y'all. No episode tomorrow. Make sure y'all vote. Vote KK in the bottom. Vote KK in the bottom. But y'all, let me know what you guys thought about this episode. Thumbs up the video. If you have made it this far and you are not subscribed, hit that subscribe button, y'all. And I will catch you guys on Thursday night. Peace.